In this video, I'll give you a brief introduction to operating systems. There are well-known operating systems, commonly people use them, right, on their laptops or on PCs. The known operating systems are Windows, this is a very famous operating system, and Linux. This is mostly used by professionals or this is used in companies. Third, that is Mac OS X is operating system. These are the commonly found operating systems. So what actually an operating system is? See, operating system is a master program. It will utilize all the resources of your computer system and provides services to the user. See, these are the components in a computer system. Like already we have seen this CPU and the main memory, then the input and output devices. So I am showing keyboard, mouse, monitor, printer and network and majorly hard disk. Right? Now the programs running here inside the main memory may require these peripherals or the resources of your computer system. Or let us draw a user also here. User is using computer system and he may be using these resources like accessing internet or accessing some files and all. So program user will not directly use it. He will use them through a program only, definitely. So finally, user should be benefited from the resources and the program. So this is the responsibility taken by an operating system, and it makes the environment, it provides an environment easy for a user to use the computer system. So even on your mobile phone, you have operating systems like Android operating system and iOS operating system, right? So on mobile phone also, it's the same thing. Like you have a storage and the RAM, that is main memory, and the processor is there. Display itself is, that is screen itself is display, and its screen itself works as an input or a touch device, touch screen. So both are similar. Now let us know how operating system works. Listen, when you start your machine, computer, PC or mobile phone or laptop, the first thing that you see is it is getting ready. And if you're using Windows PC, you will find a Windows logo and you will get a message, it's starting, Windows is starting. And on your mobile phone, Android mobile phone, you will get a message at the bottom that is Android, it's getting ready. So the very first thing when you start your machine or a device, it will get ready upon operating system. See, operating system actually is present in your storage or a hard disk. So I am showing it as Windows EXE. Like Windows is also a program, operating system is also a program, but it gets loaded by itself. So it will start by itself. The moment you start your machine, operating system will get loaded and operating system will start executing. So your hardware or your device get ready upon operating system. So this should come inside main memory. So I will write just OS in short for operating system. Operating system will get ready first inside the main memory and the CPU will start executing that operating system. So the very first thing that you get a screen with full of icons and the cursor for mouse, everything, all this is displayed by operating system, and the operating system is ready to take the instruction from you or the commands from you. So you click on some icon for opening an application. So how it works? Operating system running here inside the CPU will bring that program inside the main memory and it will ask the CPU to execute that program. So that program runs within the context of operating system. Now it is not independent, it's running as a part of operating system within the control of operating system. It is perfectly monitored by operating system. So operating system will get our programs execute. When you touch any icon on the screen or when you double click any icon on the screen on your PC, program will get into the main memory and the operating system will start executing it. Now, the last thing. When a program is accessing a monitor or printer or network, anything, program cannot directly access anything, cannot directly access. It has to get the work done or make a request to the operating system. It has to display something on the monitor. It should ask the operating system that I want to display this. If something is typed from the keyboard that is coming in and if program wants that, then it should ask the operating system to get that input. So Programs cannot access the hardware directly. How to handle them, how to access them, like multiple programs may be running, right? So one program cannot capture the device. So operating system take care of all these things. So it will manage the resources. So everything has to be done via operating system by making a request to operating system. So when any program, when it is making a request to the operating system for accessing the resources or getting services from the operating system, then it does that by using system calls. System calls, we say that these are system calls, or we also call it as API, but system call is the right term for this one. Application program interface or system call. A program will make system calls to the operating system for availing services. So that's all. I have explained you how operating system will start on the machine and how it will help our program execute. Now in short, operating system is a master program which will take all the resources under control and provide services. Like you may be knowing a sports department or library in your college. Like librarian will hold all the books, right? He has a control over all of them. He has the authority to issue the book or claim the book back from a student. So he decides who should get how many books and all, for how much period a book should be given to issue to a student. Everything he decides, right? So whether a book is available or not available, he knows everything. So a student cannot directly go and pick up a book and take it home. He has to request to the librarian, and when he is returning again, he is give it back to a librarian. So librarian manages library, that is resources. Same way, operating system manages all the resources of your computer system, and the programs will use these resources with the help of operating system. That's all, little bit about operating system. So now you should know that there is something called operating system also between CPU and the other resources and your program, right? So there are a few things that are done by the operating system during runtime of your program. So you should be aware of this one. So this is sufficient for knowing about operating systems. So that's all in this section. In the next section, we will cover a few more concepts that are very useful for programming.